On Saturday, February 10, 2024 at around 1 a.m., a New Mexico State police officer was out on routine patrol when he observed a white pickup truck in front of him. The officer ran the license plates of the truck, which came back showing the registration and insurance were suspended.
And coming up to Commercial Street, ma'am, New Mexico 28, Robert Boy, 226, should come back to a white Ford pickup out of New Mexico, ma'am.
The officer then conducted a traffic stop, at which point the officer began talking to the driver, who appeared to be very sluggish in movement and had bloodshot, watery eyes.
How's it going, sir? Can you roll down your window? How's it going, sir? Doing good, sir? I'm Officer Newman, sir, New Mexico State Police. The reason for the stop, sir, is I see that your registration and your insurance are suspended. Yes, sir. Your what's up?
I was going to go get milk at Pilot for him.
You're going to go where's, boss?
I'm going to Pilot to go grab milk and stuff for baby.
Okay. Can I get your driver's license, the registration, and the insurance for the vehicle? You mind if you turn off the truck for me, boss? Thank you, sir.
I'm not too sure where she keeps it, man.
Not too sure where she keeps it? Yeah. Is this your truck, sir?
No.
363, welfare check on your stop.
It's your friend's? Okay. Can I get your driver's license, sir? Where are you coming from today, sir?
From her house.
From whose house?
From her house.
From her house?
Yeah.
Okay. From your...
The milk.
Okay. Is this your driver's license, sir?
It's my passport.
It's your passport?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so do you have a driver's license?
I have my passport. That's about it, I think.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Sorry.
Here's your EBT card, sir.
Yeah, I lost my wallet. So.
You lost your wallet? Okay, sir. So you're coming from your friend's house?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you had anything to drink tonight, sir?
No, sir.
You haven't had nothing to drink like that or anything like that?
I don't drink.
You don't drink?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you smoked any marijuana or anything like that?
No, sir.
Nothing like that? Okay.
No, baby. We all been sick. That's why her baby was crying and I knew to get
Oh, okay.
The driver was identified as 39-year-old Gonzalo Marquez.
Okay, boss. So you don't know where the registration and the insurance for the vehicle are?
I promise you, I really don't. I thought it just wasn't there, or it's not up here. It was in those letters.
Okay, gotcha. So here's what I'll do, boss, okay? So I'm going to have you step on out, okay? Because you kind of don't have a driver's license or anything like that. I have your passport. What I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you step on out, okay? I'm going to run you through some tests, okay? Just to make sure you're safe to drive and everything like that, okay?
Okay.
Okay? So I'm going to have you step on out, okay? You can leave the key in the truck and everything like that, okay? Okay, have you come on back here, boss, okay? I'll have you just stand right here for me, okay? Perfect. Thank you. Just sit tight right there, okay, sir? So you haven't had anything to drink tonight or anything like that? Nothing? Okay.
Go ahead with your traffic.
And you don't know whose vehicle this is?
Yeah, it's Renee. Daniel.
Who is it?
Danielle Renee.
Danielle Renee?
Ortega.
Okay. And you were just borrowing it, sir?
Yeah, let's go to Pilot and go get some milk and stuff.
Okay. For the baby? Okay. Like I said, boss, the reason why I pulled you over is because your registration, your insurance for that vehicle are coming back suspended, okay? And then, so your name is, again, one more time, boss?
Gonzalo Marquez.
Gonzalo Marquez, and your date of birth is... Okay. 384 SoCal, ma'am. Are you clear to run a name and date of birth, ma'am, out of New Mexico? Do you have a New Mexico driver's license, boss?
I don't think I do. I've just been using my passport.
Okay, but I see you have a wallet right there in your pocket, boss.
Oh,
You said you lost your wallet.
No, it's not. It's just a light.
Oh, it's a light? Okay. Gotcha.
So,
It looked like a wallet.
Negative returns on that 28. 10-4.
Okay, boss.
384. Go ahead with that name and date of birth.
10-4, man. Full name is going to be Gonzalo Castillo Marquez. Last name Marquez, common spelling. Mary Adam Robert. Queen Union Edward. Zebra, first name Gonzalo. George Ocean Nora. Zebra Adam Lincoln. Ocean. Date of birth, ma'am, is going to be... Alrighty, boss. Like I said, I'm just going to run you through some steps and stuff like that just to make sure you're able to drive and stuff like that, okay? How about you put that back in your pocket there, boss? But you haven't had anything to drink or anything like that, boss?
No, sir.
Nothing like that? Nothing to drink?
No, sir. I don't drink.
Okay. You no marijuana? No any prescription pills? No medications?
No, I'm just like, I'm just sick.
You're just sick?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha, boss. So what I have you do is I have you stand right there real quick, okay? I'm going to get my unit set up so I can do the test and everything like that, okay? So just sit tight, okay?
I'm getting a return to a Gonzalo Castillo Marquez. That is surrendered. Expiration of 2022.
$10-4, ma'am. Thank you. What's up, brother, man? Nah. Yeah, if you want to just stand by, dude. It looks like he has a surrendered driver's license. That's it, bro. I'm just going to run into fields, see what's going on. Yeah. Alrighty, Mr. Marquez. I'm going to have you come on over here, boss, okay? So you see my light right here, okay, boss? I want you to stand right there on top of that light, okay? Alrighty?
Like on top of it or in the middle?
Yeah, on top of it, boss. On top of it. Perfect. I want you to face me, okay? Face me?
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. What I want you to do is I want you to put your feet together. Keep your hands at your side, okay? Let me, I want to ask you something real quick, boss. Do you have any brain injuries, anything like that I should know about?
As far as I know, I don't.
Nothing? Okay. Do you have any problems standing, walking, bouncing, turning, anything like that?
My legs are kind of like a little bit wobbly. I'm not sure if it's from sickness or if I'm probably just dehydrated.
Okay. It's probably from like, so you don't have no problem walking, turning, anything?
Yeah, I don't.
No, nothing like that? Usually?
Not
Okay.
like that
Perfect.
problem,
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you, sir. So, real quick, boss. So, you see the tip of my pin, okay? You see the tip of it, right? So, what I want you to do is I want you to follow it. Just your eyes and your eyes only, okay? Do not move any part of your body or your head, okay? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You understand?
I'm staying cross-legged, but yes, sir.
Okay. Put your hands at your side. There you go. Just like that, okay? Okay. Don't move your head, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Marquez, don't move your head, okay?
Try not to.
Okay. Okay, boss. Perfect. Okay. So I want you to face that way, okay, for me, okay?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. But I want you to stand on that light again, okay?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Perfect. Just like that, sir. Put your hands and feet together at your side. Thank you, sir. So, there's two parts to this, okay? I'm gonna instruct you on both, okay? So, I want you to put your right foot in front of your left foot, touching heel to toe, okay? Can you do that for me now?
Right foot.
Perfect. Right there. Keep your hands at your side. Do not move from this position until I tell you to do so, okay? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So, what I want you to do, Mr. Marquez, I apologize for that. Can you imagine a straight line going on and on forever coming out of the tip of your foot?
Somewhat. Yeah.
Can you imagine that? A straight line?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So that line is the width of your foot, okay? So what I want you to do, put your hands at your side. Thank you. What I want you to do, sir, is I want you to take 9 heel-to-toe steps down that line, and then 9 heel-to-toe steps back down that line, okay? Keeping your hands at your side and keeping your legs straight, okay, at all times. And make sure you count your steps out loud, okay? Alrighty. So now that I've instructed you, I'm going to demonstrate it for you, okay? Alrighty. So it should look like this, okay? So just like you, okay? Get back into the starting position. Perfect. Yep, stay right there, okay? Keep your hands to the side, okay? Perfect. So just like how you are, right foot from my left foot, okay? Keeping my hands on my side. I'm gonna look down at my feet. I want you to count your steps out loud, just like this. 1, 2, 3. I took 3 steps for demonstration purposes. How many steps are you gonna take? 9. Perfect. Keeping your left foot planted, I want you to take small choppy steps and make a small choppy steps and turn around just like this, okay? Just like this, okay? And then take 9 heel-to-toe steps back down that line. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Do you understand the instructions that I've given you?
Got the gist of it, I guess.
You got the gist of it? Okay. Do you have any questions or anything like that before I have you begin?
No, I guess not.
I do also want to remind you, Mr. Marquez, okay? When you start the test, you have to complete it, okay? Don't stop the test until the test is complete, okay? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So do you have any questions before I have you start?
That's 9 heel-to-toe steps, and then when I turn around, keep the left foot planted. I guess the choppy one, I guess is what you're saying, right?
That is correct, sir.
And then do 9 more.
That is correct, sir. Do you have any other questions or anything like that before I have you begin?
No.
Okay, make sure, remember, keep your hands at your side, looking down at your feet and counting your steps out loud, okay? Okay, you may begin.
7, 8, 9. This one keep planning. Do choppy steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Perfect, sir. There you go, sir. Perfect. Okay, I want you to stand back on that line, okay? Or stand back on that light. Perfect. Just like that, sir. So again, I want you to face this way, okay? Alrighty, perfect, sir. So what I want you to do, sir, this is called the one leg stand test, okay? So again, like I said, put your feet together. Just like that, keeping your hands to your side, okay? Do not move from this position until I tell you to do so, okay? Again, like I said, I'm going to instruct you on how it goes, and then I'm going to demonstrate it for you, okay? So again, like I said, this is called the one leg stand, okay? So what I want you to do, sir, pick any leg of your choice, whatever leg, it does not matter. I want you to pick that leg up above 6 inches above the ground, like the size of a Coke can, okay? I want you to keep your foot parallel to the ground, okay? But I want you to keep it up 6 inches above the ground, and I want you to count just like this. 1001, 1002, 1003, until I tell you to stop, okay? Do you understand? Do you understand the instructions that I've given to you? Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to demonstrate it for you, okay? Alrighty. So just like how you're standing right there, right? Hands and feet together just like this. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to stand on my right leg. I'm going to lift my left leg up, right? So just like this, above a Coke can, keeping my foot parallel to the ground. I'm looking down at my foot, counting out loud. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, until I tell you to stop, okay? Okay? Alrighty. Do you have any questions or anything like that before I have you start the test?
I guess so.
No questions or anything like that? Okay. Do you understand the demonstration that I've given you?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Again, I want to remind you, this is a time test, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I guess, but...
Okay. Okay.
I got the stopwatch here.
You got it? Okay, you got the stopwatch. Okay, you may begin, sir.
1001.
A little higher.
2, 1003. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011, 1012.
Continue.
With the same foot?
Continue.
1013, 1014, 1015. Go back and forth.
Time, sir. You may stop. Alrighty, Mr. Marquez. So be honest with me, sir. You, how much have you had to drink tonight?
I promise you, I don't drink at all.
You don't drink at all?
I don't even drink at all. No, sir.
Okay, sir. Well, yeah, sir. So where were you coming from, though, again?
I was coming from Danielle's house, and I was going to Tyler to go get milk for the baby.
Okay. Well, sir, so what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you walk over here, okay? I'm gonna have you walk in front of my unit, okay?
Okay.
Perfect. Alrighty.
Based on the officer's observations and the results of the standardized field sobriety tests, Marquez was placed under arrest for DUI, intoxicating liquor and/or drugs.
No, that's bullshit, dude. Sir. No, that's bull.
Relax, man.
Just relax. Just relax.
No, that's bull, man.
Just relax. Just relax.
That's bull.
You're good. Relax.
Just relax.
Bullshit, man. I'm not under any truth or nothing. I'm just sick. I said if I'm like this, I'm just sick.
Perfect. Okay. Okay. So I just need you to be quiet real quick, okay, Mr. Marquez? I'm about to read you something important, okay? Okay?
Yeah, this is bull. I don't need this in my life right now, man.
Alrighty, sir. So just listen up when I'm about to read you, okay? Alrighty, sir. It says right here. So listen to me. I'm about to tell you something important, sir. You are under arrest for driving under the influence of intoxicating liquor and/or drugs. Okay. The New Mexico Implied Consent Act requires you to submit to a breath test to determine the alcohol content of your blood. After you take our test, you have the right to choose an additional independent test, sir. Okay. If you choose to take this additional independent test, you have the right to a reasonable opportunity to arrange for a physician or a licensed nurse or a laboratory technician or technologist who is employed by a hospital or physician of your own choice to perform an additional chemical test, okay? The cost of this additional test will be paid by the law enforcement agency. Do you agree to take our test?
I'll take a breathalyzer, hell yeah.
You do agree to take our test?
Yes, sir. I mean, I have not drank nothing. I don't understand why am I getting arrested. I don't drink.
384 SOCOM. Can you show me 1 mil 1015, ma'am, and start my deprivation period at 0124, ma'am? Alrighty, boss. So what I'll have you do is I'm gonna have you spread your feet for me, okay? Alrighty. Do you have anything that's gonna hurt me, poke me, stab me, or anything like that?
I probably got like screws and stuff in my pocket. That's about it. I do construction.
Prior to placing the man in the backseat of his patrol car, the officer located 3.4 grams of methamphetamine in the man's jacket pocket, along with a small amount of marijuana.
You want gloves?
Yeah, can I get some gloves? They're right here, bro. They're right there in the middle of my console. What is that right there, Mr. Marquez?
It's meth.
It's what?
Meth?
It's meth? Okay. Have you been smoking any meth?
Not today, man.
Not today? Some marijuana. Okay. Alrighty, boss. So I do this with everybody, okay? So I'm gonna flip your pockets inside out, okay? So what were you doing with those drugs? With that meth?
I just had it, I guess.
You just had it?
Yeah.
Did you barely just buy it?
No, I just did barely buy it.
Okay. Open your mouth real quick, boss. Lift up your tongue. Okay, open your mouth one more time. Okay. Alright, man, he's good. Alright, boss, I'm gonna have you walk over here, okay?
Marquez was transported to the state police office where he gave 2 breath samples, which both came back at .00. Given these results, the officer requested for a deputy who is a certified drug recognition expert to conduct alternative testing. A Lee County deputy who is a certified DRE arrived a short time later and administered the alternative tests, which resulted in the deputy concluding that Marquez was under the influence of methamphetamine.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead and take a seat, okay? Okay, just sit back, okay?
Marquez was later booked into the Lee County Detention Center on charges of possession of a controlled substance, DWI drugs, no driver's license, failure to register a vehicle, and no proof of insurance.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I think he's just on drugs.
Court records show Marquez pled not guilty before later pleading guilty to the possession of a controlled substance and DWI charges in exchange for the rest of the charges being dismissed. Online court records, however, did not specify what sentence Marquez was given, but made mention of a probation violation a few months after Marquez took the plea deal.
Yeah.
That way.
Yeah.